What's going on? It's May 28th. It's Tuesday. We got Real American, Jake. This week's theme, this abbreviated week's theme, is WWF, which I was curious to see. I have no idea if you were a wrestling fan as a kid. I don't think you were because you were so into sports. But this was a question that Jordan asked, like, will Jake like this music? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if he was a wrestling guy. Are you? Were you?
Well, I'm a huge fan of the WWF, the Wildlife Fund, World Wildlife Fund.
World Wildlife Fund, yeah. Save the animals.
Yes, because if you're talking wrestling, you're talking about the WWE, which I still continue to be a big fan of. No, I went through the middle school, like 2 years where I was like, this is kind of cool. You got guys kind of flying around, some music, there's a random hot girl. All right, yeah, I can party with this. But no, never got sucked in too much. Get some dancing, Scotty Too Hottie.
You like that song though?
I guess not.
Well, you're also in a terrible mood. Can you tell us about that? Hey, Jake, welcome to the show. You're in a bad mood. Can you tell us about that?
I'm in a horrible spot. I haven't slept in days, and I'm taking a red eye tonight, which means there's no sleep in my future. And we're supposed to have a couple really busy days back to back. So, not sure what I'm gonna do.
How come you didn't sleep last night? The recipe for sleep should have been there.
So we had a giant hailstorm that had the dog barking all night. My Sig O went to a concert and came back at like, I'd say 12:30, and so I'd say the hail started at like 3, and so I took a nap. I took to like a 6 to 8er, but because of said nap, I wasn't full on tired until like my regular time. I would be tired, probably like 11 or so. So no sleep. Ended up on the couch with the dog all night because he was freaking out. So yeah, I don't know. Things are good.
I had a great day when I got home.
Things are good. Well, tell me about your great day.
I flew home. Then worked the game. We recorded. That was fun. And then I barbecued for my parents and my grandma and Katie, and we made burgers and hot dogs, and it was beautiful, beautiful night out. And then I smoked and put together Luke's desk chair. Well, my desk chair. And then I gave Luke my old desk chair. And I was so happy. I gave Katie a hug. I said, I love living here. So it looks like you and I are on the same page.
Oh, no. See, you have the comfort of knowing you're going to be home. I'm going to be gone from home again for a week. It's a different mentality.
But you can be here with the barbecue and the nice weather. No hail.
Right. You don't know that. You can't.
I don't. It's raining right now, so I don't know that. You're right.
Don't lie, and I think we'll be okay today.
I can't promise that.
Yeah, you can't. You're probably gonna. You kind of like lying a little bit.
A little bit. I get joy out of a little bit lying. Jake, what was your day on Friday? This is something we do where we rank our days. And
oh my!
Every Monday we rank our Friday, but it's the worst thing we do. I don't even know if people enjoy listening to it because we just struggled to remember what we did on Friday, and it makes me so sad because I pride myself in having a good memory. But this Friday is somewhat easy because I woke up really early. I flew to Austin. I met up with you. We went to Bangers. We had some sausage. Yeah. Then we went to the apartment, which was tiny. For 17 people, it was tiny. But it was a fun time. And then we, at night, went to a bar, and you danced all night.
That's right.
At Container Bar. So I just gave you your memory of the night. What are you ranking it?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to figure out the timeline because my days stop at midnight. So a lot of that dancing could technically be Sunday time. I still think it does get under the threshold.
Saturday comes after Friday. But yeah, you're on.
Well, let's not let's let the viewers make their vote. But Friday was a good time. It was the excitement of the getting everyone together, and then getting a little dancey. So 1-0. No. 6-6.
6-6. Okay. I'm
6-6-6.
gonna go with a solid 7 there.
Okay.
Bangers was cool.
6-6-6.
I like watching you dance just as much as you like dancing.
Everything hurts. My feet are so cut up.
I cut my toe while we were in Austin. I don't know where or how.
I think the boat times and yeah, I think a lot of my dancing, my body, full body workout.
Where'd you get
3
that
days.
shirt? Where'd you get that shirt from? You're wearing a Yankee Stadium shirt that looks bigger than your normal size, and I've never seen you wear it before.
I don't know.
Sorry for asking.
I grabbed a shirt this morning during the hail yells, and apparently this is the shirt I grabbed. Let's write it down as the hail yells of 2019.
The hail yells? Is that what you're saying?
The hail yells, yeah.
I thought you might have been saying the hail yells, like a pail of hail.
The hail yells, yes. That could be a beer.
Maybe. Let's move on to the sports, maybe?
What else did you do this weekend?
Went to Austin, bachelor party.
Oh, that's right.
A lot of sun, a lot of gummies.
So many weed gummies. How weird was the pool scene?
It's the weird. I mean, I thought about trying to describe that for people that are listening to the show, but it's definitely one of those you had to be there moments where no one would care. You can't describe how weird it was, and if you did, they'd say that doesn't sound that weird. You know what I mean? Like it was. But if you were there, it was as if we weren't human beings.
If you replaced the apartment complex we were at with giant one-way windows, you thought it would have been like a lab experiment on what humans are supposed to not act like.
Yeah. We ran into a group of girls that was the only group of people that could have been as lonely and desperate as the group of guys we were.
Well,
yeah, and it was what happened was we were being so weird. There was this roaming pod of humans that were roaming around the pool, and if you got swept up in it, then you were just in the pod now, and you were swept up in the madness, and they're like a roaming. You know, there's those trash piles in the ocean that just float around together.
Yes,
and then more trash gets swept up. That's what was happening in the pool, but we don't know who was motoring it or how it was moving so fast. But you get swept up in it, and then you're just trapped. And it was happening for like 5 Shakira songs, and it was so weird. Then this one family of children came to the pool, and it was like all of our drunk, high adults snapped out of it, and we're like, "Oh shit!" Like, okay, and everyone just got up.
Good.
Everyone just got up and left the pool. Like, we can't believe what we were just doing. That was so weird. So
I don't know. Anytime you measure a length of time in Shakira songs, I think it's a pretty good time.
Well, that's when things really started to get wild.
Yeah. I mean, that was part of the social experiment we were a part of.
All right, let's go on to the sports.
Sure.
The Yankees beat the Padres on Monday using a bullpen day. Clint Frazier and Brett Gardner both homered, and the bullpen locked it down. Manny Machado got a double in the 9th and got booed really loudly. The Mets flew out to L.A. to lose to Los Doyers. Kershaw versus DeGrom, Jake. That's a marquee matchup. How about that? The Dodgers put up 6 runs in the 6th inning versus Tyler Bachelor and Daniel Zamora. No idea who those guys are. Talk about the Mets almost every day. No idea who those guys are. And they followed up DeGrom's good game and blew it. Daniel Zamora's line from this game is rather fun to read. Ridgewood won its 5th straight sectional title with an 11-goal victory over Ridgewood over Ridge. The win was just the latest dominant display by a Ridgewood team that's made a strong case as the state's top team. The Maroons have beaten Oak Knoll and Moorestown by a combined 6 goals this season, and the Summit team that handed them their only loss has already been eliminated. Damon Harris claps back at New York Giants fans on Twitter, but not talking Giants. He responded to those guys and said, "I like you so much, you almost just made me cry. You're the best. That's not a lie. That's a true thing." There's your Tri-State Sports update.
Yeah, got it all over the beat.
Yeah, everything you need to know, everything you were wondering. Yankees beat the Padres. That's good. They play them again today. We will be doing the pregame show later on.
Ridgewood versus Ridge is tough.
Yeah. It's Ridgewood's going to come out because just Ridge. That's a thing.
Whoever wins that game every year, that other senior class has fully lost their identity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, Ridgewood, they won the game senior year.
Do you know what sport
comes up and they're like, oh, yeah, I went to Ridge, and they're like, oh yeah, I heard about Ridgewood. Didn't they win? And you say, no, we lost to them.
Yeah.
And they're remembered.
Do you know what sport we're talking about here?
11 goals, I would guess lacrosse, maybe?
Yeah, women's lacrosse. Nice. High school women's lacrosse. Yeah, Ridgewood, 5th straight sectional title.
They're good when they run their plays and they're healthy. Imagine.
Can I read you? I put it on the bottom of our page here. This Daniel Zamora line. So DeGrom pitches really well. Then Tyler Batchelor comes in and he gives up I think it was single walk, home run, or something like that, So they bring in Daniel Zamora to get out of the mess. Home run to Kike Hernandez. Single to Max Muncy. Double to Justin Turner. They intentionally walk Cody Bellinger to load the bases to get the force out everywhere. Then they hit by pitch Corey Seager to drive in a run. Then he gives a fly ball to Alex Verdugo, the center fielder. That reminds me of San Pedro. And a run scored. So the only out that he did record, a run still scored on it. It's one of the worst lines I've seen in a long time. It cracked me up when I saw it. Home run, single, double, intentional walk, hit by pitch, fly ball.
I do like them intentionally walking Bellinger because they're like, well, if we're doing this against these guys, let's not.
Yeah.
I was trying to bring up the MLB standings. How are Mets doing?
Well, they swept the Nationals. I have no idea what the Mets did over the weekend since we were gone and away. So that's actually, right. I think they played the Tigers. I think they played the Detroit Tigers. So I'm going to guess they won 2 of the games because the Tigers suck.
Before last night's game, they were back to 500, and that's exactly what I said last Monday. Now they're going to start, and now they're going to lose some games again. And Mickey Callaway fire rumors are start. And then Cespedes needs to hop off another not horse and get hurt again to get the attention off of them. Mets, 2019.
So they won 2 versus the Tigers. I was correct. Look at us, you and I.
Our general manager represents our best player who got hurt not riding a horse. Step right up and meet the Mets.
Greet the Mets.
It's an odd song.
The Baker, what's the actual song? It's like the Baker, the Butcher, something like that.
I don't know. I don't know the actual song.
Well, you should learn it. I'm going to get it to you right now. All right? Are you ready? Here's the Baker and the Butcher part. On your mark, get set. As soon as the internet does its thing, here's the actual lyrics, Jake. Oh, the butcher and the baker and the people in the streets. That can't be the right rhythm. Where did they go? To meet the Mets. Oh, they're hollering and cheering and they're jumping in their seats. Where did they go? To meet the Mets. Really, really good song. Not good song. One of what's crazy is how good Go Cubs Go is. Because all those songs usually suck,
Right.
But Go Cubs Go is a really good song.
Yeah, how much further into it do we get with the Mets when they say we need to start changing things up, we need to get rid of the song?
I don't know, it's pretty good. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are going to win today. Go Cubs go. Go Cubs go. Pretty simple.
It's everything it needs to in that short period of time.
We're singing now. Go Cubs go. Go Cubs go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are going to win today. It's beautiful.
From Mets to Cubs, showing you what a good song sounds like.
Yeah. All right. And Daniel Harrison Snacks claps back on Twitter. He said, like, every time I go on Twitter, all people say is how much money I made and how much of a waste I am. He's like, and I can't even enjoy being on Twitter anymore because y'all suck so much. Like, give it a rest. And then our dude, Danny Boy King from Talking Giants, he made a thread like saying, nah, dude, like, thank you. Like, we sucked in 2017 and you went out every day and tried really hard and gave it your all. And Snacks replied to him, was like, man, you almost made me cry. I was hurting so bad that season, but kept going out. So we're Team Snacks now. The Jomboy Media
Team Snacks.
universe is Team Snacks.
Live Team Snacks.
Did you see Bobby from Talking Giants and Simple Man Radio's video yesterday? Cracked me up.
I saw a couple. I saw you commented and laughed on one. I didn't watch it. But.
So the caption was, "You're all losers," and it was a video of him. I was like, "What's he talking about?" And he, I wish I could just play it, but I don't have it. But maybe I do. In the end, he's thanking them. Here it is.
You losers, except for @Kid Red Shirt. Sorry you have to see my face again. Sorry that I tagged you in this. But you guys seriously need to get a life. It's Memorial Day weekend. You're all a bunch of losers because we broke our before noon record for downloads at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Friday. We don't even do break records on Fridays, and you guys are doing that? Unbelievable. Get a life. Enjoy Memorial Day weekend. In all seriousness, thank you.
The unbelievable get a life gets me really good.
Yeah.
So Talking Giants broke a record for downloads on Friday of Memorial Day or whatever. Because we don't even do records on Fridays. What are you talking about?
Got to keep them in check a little bit.
To all our listeners, just thank you for downloading, but also go get a fucking life.
Yeah, come on.
Cracked me up. Good work. Good work by Talking Giants crew. You want to move on to the national news, Jake?
I think so.
All right, here we go.
Jimmy, as you could tell in my voice, we've had another horse die at California's Santa Anita racetrack, marking 26 fatalities in 6 months. Hey, pass me some of that good juju. 100 days until the NFL kickoff, Jim. Your brother-in-law Brett's Packers, I bet, against the Hallis family's Bears. 100th NFL season. Is that going to be a big thing? Are we going to be saying that a lot? We'll be talking about Richie Incognito signing with Oakland, well-known, not necessarily bad guy, but kind of a bad guy. And Jim, your Bruins win Game 1 of Lord Stanley's Cups, multiple, after the big Krug hit that people were debating online. I think it's legal, but I don't know enough about hockey.
That was beautiful National Sports Minute, Jake.
Thank you.
You opened up with the sadness of the horses. Your voice matched perfectly.
Right.
And then you closed with the same sadness because you don't like the Bruins.
Whoa.
And you didn't even mention that Bart Starr died.
I'm fine with the Bruins.
No, you don't like Boston.
Oh, man. I'm fine with the Bruins. I don't really care about hockey.
All right. Well, for all the people that really care about horses, I'm happy for them because they almost have me on their side.
Right.
As a guy who doesn't give a shit about animals at all, really. Like, I don't want to hurt animals or watch animals be hurt. But I usually could just be like, whatever, you know? But someone needs to stop these horse fatalities. And when you have me saying that, then the people who care about horses' lives, they're in a great spot. Something is happening at Santa Anita Racetrack, and it's so bad. And I feel like every couple weeks we just get this headline, third horse died this week. And I haven't seen, why aren't there mass protests? Why aren't they fixing this problem? We've now had 30 horses die in the last 6 months. Any other sport, they cancel the sport.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm for it. No, I mean, what am I supposed to say there? Yeah, I mean, it's. I feel like there very well could be a day when we look back and we're like, Yeah, we stopped racing horses because they were all dying.
Seems to be an issue.
Underground horse racing. I don't know, man. Know what the other problem
You
is?
think there's
Like,
ever been an underground horse race? That would be wild. Like
oh,
like an empty
absolutely.
subway station. Ran a horse race in there.
Oh, not literally underground, but
That's what I mean. Literally
there's been
underground.
underground horse racing. Yeah, ooh. Know what the problem is, Jim? Like we've had this story on here like 5 times now.
You don't care about the horses anymore.
And this is the first time I clicked the article to see like what's up. And I don't know, I just walk away and kind of shrug my shoulders and say, God's going to get me soon. Everyone enjoy your bad day.
Brutal. Jeez.
Whoa.
Okay.
What did I say at the end there?
I don't know. So did you watch any of this Bruins game since you couldn't sleep?
No. I saw the hit because the hit was being discussed as if it was controversial. But apparently it was like classic, I don't want to say classic hockey, but the hit kind of spurred the Bees and they ended up winning 4-2 after that.
Yeah, they were up when the hit happened.
Right.
They're up 3-2. The Bruins outplayed the Blues. I watched all of it up until like the last half of the third period because I was so tired. But the Bruins outplayed the Blues the entire game. Even when the Blues are up 2-0, it was the Bruins game. They had like 13 scoring opportunities, and the Blues had 2 and capitalized on both, which is good for the Blues. But I think even Blues fans would be like, we got lucky in that first to come out on top. And Bruins fans were like, we're dominating them. That's how I felt, at least. So, go the hockey.
Go the hockey.
It's a cool hit. Go watch the hit. He's got his helmet off, and he's playing with his helmet off, which is, I mean, that's crazy. His wife's probably mad at him. He's like, what the fuck? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Mom's out there saying, don't do that. Dad's like, he's a badass. And then they're going for a loose puck, and the Blues player just waves his stick at it because he doesn't want to get hit, and Krug just hits him anyway. It's a cool hit. But I don't know what's controversial.
Everyone's forgetting. What was your series prediction for this one?
Bruins in 3. No, I think the Bruins will win because all Boston does is celebrate championships nonstop.
Yeah,
they haven't
gone tight, but
they haven't gone 36 months without a parade in 10 years, I believe.
Man, I was looking at all the Memorial Day parades yesterday, and I was like, I haven't done a real parade right in a while.
Why would you?
That's
you like parades?
Well, no, I think it's like families and stuff. Like I saw a couple of my buddies that have kids and stuff. Like they were at parades and enjoying it. So I don't know.
Newtown, Connecticut used to have a fun Memorial Day parade.
There you go.
Luke and his baseball team marched in a couple times. What's that? Mitch Hedberg's had a good joke about parades. You ever get bored of a parade, just walk the opposite way. It's the parade and fast forward. It's pretty good.
It's a good joke.
You smiled. But you didn't make an audible noise. So
it's so Mitch Hedberg. I'm not a huge Hedberg guy.
You're not a Mitch Hedberg guy?
No.
So you were happy when he died?
No.
Okay, great. Because that would be
middle areas. We got middle areas.
There's a middle area there. Incognito signs with the Raiders. You don't like Incognito? I think he got a bad rap with that whole Martin.
And that's what I said in there. Yeah, like he totally kind of bullied a guy, but I don't know, it was like a football team.
He thought he was friends with him. Like he thought it was just like intense ball busting between friends. And he didn't know. I think the first time he was made aware that Martin thought he was getting bullied was when Martin went to like outside sources and was like, he's been bullying me for years. And Craig goes, what the fuck, dude? Thought we were good friends. But now Martin's in jail. Like he threatened to shoot up a school and stuff. So it's like he might have been the bad guy.
Yeah, Martin. Well, We might not have two good guys, but Martin, not just someone who was getting picked on.
No, yeah. And it's 100 days until football. That's exciting. 100th season.
100
excited
season.
about
Yeah, like, are we gonna get anything cool from that?
No, we're just gonna hear about how it's the 100th season before every Sunday night football game and Monday night football game.
Because it's not the 100th Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. That's interesting. Like it's the 100th season of the NFL, but all the AFL teams haven't been around for 100 seasons.
So I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, so they clearly they had a meeting at some point this year and were like, guys, guess what? It's the 100th year of NFL football. And they're like, oh yeah, claps.
Claps. We did it.
Like,
we did it.
We did it. So we're going to be pushing this hard. But like, what does that mean? Because then people are going to be like, well, it's Super Bowl 50, whatever. So we're just going to see some pretty sweet 100-year logos on the field. Like, is that marketing? That's business.
Yeah. You're just going to get some logos on the field.
We'll have some like 100 years jerseys. They'll sell those. Okay. I'm better at
You're in it now?
I'm better with it now.
All right, let's go to halftime then. How's your headspace? You have anything for halftime you want to share with people about how happy you are and all that?
Yeah, I don't know. Life is good. Just keep cycling through what the next hours will have in store for me.
Yeah, it does suck that you're having such a bad day.
Yeah.
And the rest of your day is pregame show, sharp stats, the game, and then JJR tonight, red eye flight, hanging out tomorrow, game, and then party. So yeah, you gotta
record.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So it's there's a storm coming, Master Wayne.
Ask about how I'm doing.
How are you doing?
I'm upset. I missed a really good drop opportunity during the horse racing segment, so I'm pretty upset with myself about that.
Damn.
Would have been a great time to drop.
Barbaric!
Because what's happening with the horse racing is
barbaric. Let that word resound.
Seems a
Let
little
that word resound.
Resound. I love that guy. Someone in the chat just said, "What happened to your breakdowns?" I went away for a weekend. They'll be back.
How's intern Luke look like he's doing over there?
Well, we started this late, so I didn't want him to just have to listen to just me. That's kind of brutal. Like we talked about, our girlfriends do that. So he's just listening in and taking some notes so we can make some clips. He says he's writing on a pad, still delayed. Oh, he can hear me talk, then he can hear the headphones. So that's kind of brutal in itself.
Nice.
Seems to be no fix.
That's tough. Yeah, might need a fix for that.
Yeah,
maybe might have to start passing Luke the halftime show. He might be the halftime show.
Could do that.
Luke halftime Wednesdays.
Ask him what he thinks of the show so far.
Be tough. You've been a little depressing for the fans, but we'll turn that around for this.
It's hard to beat your cheery mood. Every Tuesday.
That a fucking joke.
All right.
That's the thing. Tuesday's tomorrow, which is hilarious.
Nope. Tuesday's today. It's Tuesday. I don't know if that was a joke or not, but today is Tuesday.
Well,
it was a 3-day weekend.
When's the second day of the week? The Tuesday.
I read the news today, oh boy, and though the news was rather sad, but I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
A Washington governor signed a bill to allow composting human bodies. That's the end of the headline. A Washington senator signed a bill to allow the composting of human bodies. A fleeing suspect puts the wrong fuel in his getaway car, breaks down, and gets caught after calling a tow truck. A Chick-fil-A Zamboni was commandeered by protesters during a hockey game. A Japanese man who swallowed 246 cocaine packets on an airplane died. A Walmart employee found a snake in a Texas shopping cart. Fake. An artist sells obsolete laptop infected with 6 of the deadliest computer viruses for $1.2 million. A man was arrested after giving officers a fake name while wearing a lanyard that had his real name on it. And scientists have finally solved the burning question, Jake, of do snails fart?
I read the news today, oh boy.
Long weekend, a lot of news. Do you have one that's grabbing at you?
I mean, I clicked the snail fart article quicker than I've clicked any article that's come up on JJR before.
Do snails fart? Behavioral ecologist answers this burning question. I mean, it wasn't a burning question until it got put in front of me. I had never even thought, cared, or anything about snails farting, and now I'm kind of interested, sure.
I mean, I just don't understand why I've clicked this article and it doesn't say yes or no.
Yeah, just like a big yes or no.
Because at the end of it, it's basically trying to tell me that that snails fart laughing gas, which just seems like, hey, scientists, I know you're probably trying to pull a quick one on us here, but get out of here.
Yeah. Don't I have a sound drop all about how much you hate science?
Look at that picture of the snail, though. That's worth a click. Are you seeing that?
No.
Dude,
Yeah,
you got to look at that snail.
Snail eating a leaf, yeah.
That's like my first time like looking at a snail's face.
It looks like an alien.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, looks like an alien.
When have you ever been that up close with a snail?
Oh, I've been up close to snails.
Go on. We're all ears.
I picked up a snail and looked at it before.
When was the last time?
20 years ago.
Wow. You didn't even have a fully developed brain then.
Better than yours.
Better than mine currently. But it sucks. I think this obsolete laptop with the deadliest computer viruses. I don't know. I picture this going around the offices today and everyone going, well, I guess I've got one of those too that I could sell. Like that's what every person in their office is making that joke about their old laptop that died today.
Is that even a thing? That sounds like every person over 60, which fits in with your computer brain. Like I don't think computer viruses are a thing anymore. I haven't had a computer virus since 2005. I remember. Yeah, they used to be terrible, but I haven't had.
I lost one in college to a computer virus. I mean, you're still talking a decade ago, but.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was a PC.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely was.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a ton of PC jokes. They're in the office.
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't. Here's the questions I had. One.
That was a double entendre, Jim.
Don't call the computer virus deadly. No one's dying.
Right.
A deadly virus. A deadly virus has to kill people, like horse racing. Horse racing is currently a deadly virus in San Diego. Right. Also, what if they sold this to an evil mastermind? I feel like you just took terrible things and you sold it to someone who can use it for bad. Like you got to do a pretty big background check on the guy who's spending $1.2 million on the deadliest computer viruses. What do you want to do with these viruses, sir?
Jimmy, the lucky buyer has to sign a waiver which says they have no intention of disseminating any malware. So. Oh
yeah, because a guy who wants to, a guy who would want to spread deadly computer viruses for bad reasons will definitely just sign a paper making sure he doesn't. It seems a little weird to me. It seems like the government shouldn't have allowed these viruses to get sold. You're profiting off harmful stuff. Basically like a big drug deal in the computer world.
Deadly.
So I don't really get it. Also, the guy who spent $1.2 million in this, you better be like the bad guy from The Incredibles. Like you better want to do harm. Otherwise, you've wasted so much money.
2008 Samsung laptop with the I Love You malware, the My Doom, the So Big, the Wanna Cry, yep, the Dark Tequila, yep, and the Black Energy, yep.
Yeah.
Have caused over 95 billion in damages around the world in the last 2 decades.
Nice.
Death of money.
Yeah. I mean, computer viruses are an inside job, right?
Ooh, here we go. Little conspiracy action.
Look, listen to how much money it just made the economy. Like the government spreads one computer virus, you make what, 10 billion? Because everyone needs to go get their computers. I mean, that's the New Deal. That's FDR saying like we're going to get some street sweepers and lamp changers, and that's how we're going to create jobs in America. That's the same shit. We'll just spread a virus on everyone's computer. They have to go get it fixed. Now we need a lot of computer technicians. We just created so many jobs.
Yeah, that's a really good catch by you.
Yeah. Because honestly, who's like creating like a deadly computer virus just for shits and giggles?
Just someone who's bored.
Yeah, could be like a teenager.
You do anything. You do anything when you're bored.
And this man that was arrested after giving officers a fake name while wearing the lanyard of his real name. That's a good story. That's just like officer just looks down and goes, "Okay, Mark. Seems like that's not your name." His name is D'Angelo Towns. Why would you try to hide that? That's a cool name.
No, he told his officers that.
Oh, his name was actually Mark. That's crazy. I was just using that as a placeholder, fake name.
Markel.
So his name is Markel Towner. His name is Markel Towner, and he changed it to D'Angelo Towns. It's a good change. D'Angelo Towns is a much cooler name than Markel Towner.
I do like that he kept the last name kind of close.
Yeah, well, he ran out of creative juices.
D'Angelo and Markel, because like you could play that off if he went like Marcus Towns instead of Markel Towner. He could be like, "Oh no, officer, you must have misheard me. It's Markel Towns." You can't really mix up D'Angelo Towns and Markel Towner.
I think this guy has a case where he can say like, what if his middle name's D'Angelo, and then he just Towns is better than Towner? Like there's a chance that a lawyer could spin this and say like he goes by D'Angelo Towns. Like, yeah, that's not his birth name. Like I tell someone my name's Jemima O'Boniel. That's not a fake name. That's just my pseudonym.
Right. That's just your pen name.
Yeah. So seems like this guy got a rough break. Clearly, he wants to go by D'Angelo Towns.
Police just struggle with jokes sometimes, you know?
Here's a joke. Walmart employee finds a snake in a shopping cart. I'm sick of fake Walmart stories, Jake. We get one every 3 months. Ugh, someone was drinking wine out of a Pringles can in Walmart. Ugh, what was the other fake Walmart we had? There was one recently. It's just always a fake Walmart one. This one's probably not fake, but there's a snake in a shopping cart. Aren't there snakes in places?
This one's super real. Which normally I like the Walmart marketing ad campaign they do by doing like Florida stories at Walmarts across the country. But yeah, this is just a snake. And Jimmy, you know why the story is real or the story is really fake and everything's being pulled from us? This happened in a town called Crossroads, Texas.
That is where snakes would go in shopping carts.
If I was a snake, I think I'd live in Crossroads, Texas.
Yeah. You kind of live in a perpetual crossroads in life.
Life is a crossroads. You play that off as a joke. I was giving out life lessons.
that was not funny.
No.
It was not funny. Which is why I laughed. Someone protesting Chick-fil-A commandeered the Zamboni that had Chick-fil-A on it.
Right.
Chick-fil-A sponsored the Zamboni at this game, and
Cincinnati Cyclones, baby.
I'm guessing because Chick-fil-A is pretty conservative. They don't like gay people.
Anti-gay.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that pro-gay people, like just normal people, I guess, were like, "Hey, this is mean." And they commandeered the Zamboni. Zamboni guy just gotta just get up and walk away. Like, okay,
Oh yeah.
not getting
You,
paid $10 an hour to combat this.
No, you guys now own the Zamboni. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Can you finish the ice up? There's a game to be played.
Yeah, just take it back down, follow the lines, you'll be good.
How did they like get on the ice? Weird time to be a Chick-fil-A, huh? While the fast food chicken restaurant remains one of the most popular chains and continues to expand rapidly and even has the coveted teen vote, it's hard to bring up eating a Chick-fil-A without touching off heated discussions about things like homophobia, boycotting as a method of social change, the tangible benefits of the latter. Ooh, I want to tweet at the right person who wrote this and say you suck. Chick-fil-A can give free chicken to all. Get to the fucking point, writer. Jake, they never say what happened here.
Yeah, I'm watching the video and I still don't know.
Okay, so scroll down. During a playoff game, several fans aboard the Fan Zam managed to conceal protest signs within birthday message cards, only to reveal the message, Chick-fil-A is anti-gay. That's all they wrote? Everyone knows that already. Chick-fil-A, oh, man, I'm all for protesting homophobia in big businesses. No place for that.
Sure.
Why would Chick-fil-A care that these people holding up signs that says Chick-fil-A is anti-gay? Wouldn't Chick-fil-A just come out and say, tap the mic and say, that's correct. We don't think
that would happen.
we've admitted this. We're open about it. We're anti-gay.
I think this Jim, I think you need to reach out to Dominic Suzanne Mayer, who wrote this, because commandeered. If you give me a story that says commandeered in Zamboni, I'm going to click that.
They didn't commandeer the Zamboni.
There was no commandeering. They were welcome.
They signed up to ride. Yeah. I'm on Dominic's Twitter.
Oh boy.
I don't want to get in a spat with him.
I mean,
he seems like
out.
a guy. No, he seems like a guy waiting for spats.
So you don't think you can take him?
No, I think like I'd do it jokingly, and he'd come back and like, this is what's wrong with America, you know.
Mm.
He's got a bad smile. I don't know. Whatever. Dominic, if you're in his one picture, I don't know about in life. If you're listening to Jomboy and Jake Radio, Dominic Suzanne Mayer, just let it be known that your article on the takeout.com was stupid clickbait, and I didn't like it.
Thanks for listening.
And we really appreciate you checking out. So basically, the headline, Chick-fil-A Zamboni commandeered by protesters during a hockey game. What really happened was a family got to ride in the Zamboni. They probably signed up for it, and they held signs that said Chick-fil-A is anti-gay as they rode around. Which, Jake, I don't know if this could have been Chick-fil-A's people spreading their own message.
Wow, now you're going double conspiracy. I'm backing out from that.
I'm just saying all that is saying is like they could have a sign that says Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays, and it is of the same effect. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. They're really friendly and the chicken's good, but they don't like gay people and they like church. Anything else? This Japanese guy swallowed 246 cocaine packets and died on the plane.
I mean, hey, we've made some complaints about headlines and articles. This headline tells the story.
Yeah, it's a good headline.
Yeah.
Unless there's some difference in there.
Can't be.
Yeah. This week, Washington Governor Jay Inslee signed a bill to allow the composing of human remains within the state. It is the only state in the U.S. and possibly the only government in the world to explicitly allow natural organ reduction of human remains? Does this mean you can just like put a dead body in the woods and be like, it's good?
I think so. I think the goal here, because the picture that pops up is of like plants and stuff. I'm seeing
Would you-
something about carbon.
Would you want your body to be used as compost to grow some like vegetables? We all scrape some carrots onto our salad. And like,
Ooh.
ooh, these were made out of Jake.
Little Jakey's final eggplant.
You have to get final say over what they used your compost to grow and who consumes it. And then we all have like a watermelon. We're like, this is Jake.
Yeah, I guess that would because I mean some time has to go into that. But yeah, every year we gather around and we eat Jake's corn on the cob.
I don't think
kind of nice.
I don't think your compost is going to last for several years. I think you got a one grow session in you.
Corn well, no, every year you take the corn on the cob seeds.
Oh, what if we chop you into bits? We compost your arm one year, and that's for like zucchini, and then your other arm grows some melons, and your head composts, and we give that to the dog.
Yeah, it's not enough food for anyone to eat.
Yeah. So are you into this? I think I'm not into it. Just putting my body in the grave.
May 2020 is a boon for recompose. Yeah, I don't know. I thought, don't people do some stuff like this with cremation, and they'll like put it under a tree, and they'll be like, "This is Dale."
What's scattering ashes? That's not using it as compost.
Well, I mean, what's compost? Because I think this says something about they're just mixing in the ashes with compost and letting it ride.
No, I think they're letting bodies decompose naturally into like soil, like you do garbage.
Green burials, no caskets, some chemicals. I don't know. I'll try it out, but.
All right. You let us know how it goes.
Better the day, it's the better the day. Better the day, better the day.
Bet of the day. Good news. Jake's been miserable today. He's had no sleep. He is a sad boy, but he won his last bet. He is currently on a 1-game winning streak. He gets his total record back to 500 at 47-47. He can't be stopped. He's got a new week. It's ending on a high note. Jake, do you think the bad energy from today will put you back into a bad betting spell? Or is this just what you needed? A win? A long weekend away?
Wait, you think I had bad energy today?
Well, we'll see how the watermelons grow.
No, I made a simple trade. Get one fake bet right and have my soul taken from my body. Would I do it again? Absolutely, to get one today. Weird, man. We got some French Open. I don't think people want me going that route. There's a soccer league with a game that I don't know how to pronounce the league, so I'll probably stick to baseball.
Okay. Good stuff.
That seems like a sport that I should get a bet right today. Jimmy, let's go with. Oh my God, talk about your free money, Jim. We're going Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, babe.
Cincinnati. Now there's somewhat bad blood between these teams.
Oh yeah.
Dietrich hit a bomb yesterday and admired it the same way he did versus Archer at the beginning of the season when they got into a tiff. So yeah, there's bad blood. But who's the pitching matchup? What's the line? What's everything?
Jim, we have Jordan Lyles, who's pitching for Pittsburgh this year, and he's been having a really good year. He's 5-1 with a 2.81 ERA, James.
Tough name. Lyles.
Jordan Lyles. No, I think.
Actually, with the southern accent, it sounded nice there.
Yeah, exactly. If you let it, you have to let the full name rip. That's the key. Jordan Lyles.
Lyles.
Jordan Lyles.
He's been around for a while.
You get some different crescendos. Yeah. He has been. So I don't know if he's figured something out. I doubt it, but I doubt it. That was really rude. But Jimmy, here's the bigger.
He's coming off a bad start versus your Rockies.
Lucas Sims. Well, yeah, Rockies. Go Rocks, babe. He's facing Lucas Sims, who is yet to play in the big leagues this year. And he has a career 6 flat ERA. 25 years old, getting thrown into this heated rivalry you just discussed. Cincinnati's favored. I'm taking Pittsburgh. You actually make some money today. 20 to win like 22, babe. So go Pirates.
So you're taking Pittsburgh. Who's pitching for Pittsburgh, did you say?
Jordan Lyles.
Oh, who's pitching for
Lucas Sims. I was just telling you about him. Hasn't pitched in the bigs this year. 6 flat ERA. Lifetime.
Lucas Sims. I think I naturally want to go against you here. Not against you. I naturally want to pick the Reds here.
Okay.
Joey Votto crushes Jordan Lyle. He's got a 1.528 OPS, 438 batting average. Puig also crushes him. Dietrich also crushes him.
That's the old Jordan Lyles, Jim. You already said that. He's a changed man.
No, I heard from a good friend of mine that he doubts that he found something.
Yeah, I doubt he found something.
He's just been getting lucky. And he's coming off a really bad start versus the Rockies. Maybe the carriage is turning back into a pumpkin. It's nothing about you on this one. I just kind of like what the Reds can do, even though they're terrible.
Right.
And they're coming off of the Reds are trying to reinvent the swagger game, which Votto kind of hates but is part of. So
Jakey, about to make a big mistakey.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I think you made a mistake today, and that's fine.
You do?
Yeah.
I got to put in the picks. Who's home team? Do you know?
Cincy.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
Jordan Horton Lyles. It's all right. You'll realize that I sold my soul, and that's why we're here. And then you'll start getting some winners again.
I heard you were giving out free money.
The old visual joke on the podcast. I love when you do that because only I can see it.
It's just for you.
You weren't even on the big screen for people watching on YouTube. It's just for me.
Yeah, man. You're welcome.
All right. Well, that ends the show today. Thanks for listening, guys. Everyone wish Jake. Can you everyone tweet at Jake and say, hope you have a better day? All day. Once every half hour, I want someone to tweet at Jake, hope you're having a good day, because that'll definitely make him happy.
I will block you.
Nonstop tweets to Jake. Hope
you're getting blocked for any of those.
You're going to block people?
Just blocked.
See you guys. See you tomorrow. Or later today in the pregame show if you want.
And JJR.
All right, hold on. I got to answer some questions. You can stop your recorder. I'll stop this. There's some questions being asked, so I'll do that on YouTube, not on the podcast. Questions being asked, Jake. Shout out, please. Baseball Clips 101. Boom, done. Shout it out. Where can I find this video? I don't know what video we're talking about there. Do you guys think you'll have more tickets available for your Talking Yanks at the stadium event in July? We will not. Sorry, Rich George, brother of poor George. We're sold out. Sold out. We want to do another event in August or September, so be on the lookout for those. Connor Thompson says we're one of the greatest channels. Thanks, Connor. Appreciate that.
Connor Thompson.
And I think that was all. Do you think the NFL should get new teams?
Ooh, here we go.
No, I don't know.
Sure.
No? Sure. I don't know. That's a weird question.
If we like the teams, yeah.
Do they need more teams? How would the schedule would have to get? There's a lot of peripherals that happen. And
Yeah,
once they
you can't just add a couple.
there's like it's a whole process, right?
You can't
Like
just
a
add a couple.
draft.
You got to make some plans. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have to hear all those before I toss a judgment out there. But that's it. See you guys.